I don't believe the next iPhone will be the 17. Here's why. Certainly, here's a revised version of your text with improved grammar, spelling, and a more professional tone. Indeed, you read that correctly. Apple's upcoming iPhone 17 has long been at the top of my list of the most anticipated smartphones. However, I'm beginning to question whether the next iPhone will actually bear the name 17. I strongly believe that Apple may break its 18-year tradition of using numerical designations and eliminate them entirely. You might be wondering, why would I make such a bold assertion? At the Worldwide Developers Conference in 2025, Apple unveiled the latest software updates for the iPhone, iPad, Mac, and Apple Watch. Contrary to widespread expectations, the next major iPhone software upgrade was not named iOS 19. Instead, it was branded as iOS 26. This decision aimed to unify the version numbers across all Apple devices, thereby reducing consumer confusion. I believe Apple is poised to implement a similar strategy with the iPhone lineup. Rather than retaining the number 17, I predict that Apple will remove numerical designations from its next generation of iPhones. Instead, we can anticipate the introduction of entirely new models that reflect this shift in branding, where screen size differentiates between the smaller and larger Pro models. I anticipate that Apple will adopt a similar approach for the more affordable E model, likely unveiling it in the spring with the new model's debut, rather than this September. This wouldn't be the first instance of Apple deviating from its traditional naming scheme. A notable example is the iPhone X, released to commemorate the device's 10th anniversary. In light of the recent changes to their software naming conventions, this shift seems entirely logical. It is also possible that we may witness a similar trend with the upcoming Apple Watch models. The era when developer betas were exclusively accessible to developers is now a thing of the past. Today, anyone can obtain the software showcased at the Worldwide Developers Conference, allowing users to explore the latest releases before the public betas are made available in July. However, the question remains, should you download these early betas? This is a decision only you can make. Personally, I would advise against installing an early beta on any device that you rely on for daily tasks. Instead, utilizing a backup device is an excellent way to experiment with beta software without compromising your primary workflow. That said, if you want to get the iOS 26 developer beta, I can show you how it's done. At the Worldwide Developers Conference 2025, Apple introduced the next iteration of their operating system for iPhone's iOS 26. This update brings a new visual style and a range of clever features aimed to improve the user experience throughout the system. Currently, the update is accessible to developers, with a public beta scheduled to be published in the following weeks. The stable version of iOS 26 is slated to emerge with the unveiling of the new iPhone models. However, it is crucial to remember that not all iPhone devices will be compatible with the iOS 26 update. One of the main aspects of iOS 26 is the introduction of a new user interface, which Apple has called Liquid Glass. This new design modifies the look of system menus, widgets, notifications, and the lock screen, attempting to bring additional depth and motion across the operating system, while keeping the essential architecture of the home screen. Applications such as photos and camera have also been rebuilt with an emphasis on simplicity and consistency. Additionally, the update boosts support for Apple Intelligence, the company's on-device AI engine, which supports capabilities like as writing tools, enhanced message answers, picture generating, and system-wide suggestions. However, access to these sophisticated functions will primarily rely on the individual iPhone model in use. The considerable advancements in iOS 26 will need special system settings that may not be supported by previous iPhone models. According to Apple, iOS 26 will be available for handsets powered by the A13 Bionic CPU or newer. So here is the list of iPhone models which are eligible for the upgrade. That is to say, interacts with 1. iPhone 11, 2. iPhone 11 Pro, 3. iPhone 11 Pro Max, 4. iPhone SE 2nd generation, 5. iPhone 12, 12 mini, 6. iPhone 12 Pro, 7. iPhone 12 Pro Max. 8. iPhone 13. 9. iPhone 13 mini. 10. iPhone 13 Pro. 11. iPhone 13 Pro Max. 12. iPhone SE 3rd generation. 13. iPhone 14. 14. iPhone 14 Plus. 15. iPhone 14 Pro. 16. iPhone 14 Pro Max. 17. iPhone 15. 18. iPhone 15 Plus. 19. iPhone 15 Pro. 20. iPhone 15 Pro Max. 21. iPhone 16 series. 22. Including the iPhone 16e. Older iPhone models, including the iPhone XR, iPhone XS, and iPhone XS Max, will no longer receive big updates like the new iOS 26. However, these iPhones will continue to run on iOS 18 and obtain security patches for a short duration. Meanwhile, whilst many iPhones will run iOS 26, only a few will support the whole spectrum of Apple Intelligence features. These include features like making images, summarizing content, and more complicated personal assistant capabilities. According to Apple, to execute AI function, iPhones require the A17 Pro CPU or later, meaning only the following iPhones have full access to Apple Intelligence. 1. iPhone 15 Pro. 2. iPhone 15 Pro Max. 3. iPhone 16. 4. iPhone 16 Plus. 5. iPhone 16 Pro. 6. iPhone 16 Pro Max. And 7. iPhone 16e. With the debut of iOS 26, Apple has also published the developer beta for their newest software suite, which includes iOS 26, iPadOS 26, macOS 26, and more. The business aims to disclose the public beta in July, with a stable version planned in September 2025, corresponding with the introduction of the iPhone 17. During the last presentation, Tim Cook and Craig Federighi highlighted a number of new software improvements. However, a big worry emerged. Many of these advancements are built for technology that is not yet accessible to the public. The advances in iOS 26 appeared to be geared exclusively for the impending iPhone 17. Why is this important? Not all iPhone models will support Apple Intelligence, since it needs a minimum of the A17 Pro CPU. Even then, just the capabilities accessible on the smartphone will operate. Consequently, most users will need to update to an iPhone 15 Pro or a newer model to access the primary capabilities. In essence, Apple is pitching the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max as the flagship smartphones with AI features that many aficionados are anxiously expecting. The iPhone 17 Pro is believed to be paired with the A19 Pro CPU, which will boost the performance of Apple Intelligence. This combo offers greater AI capabilities, a more sophisticated Siri, enhanced visual intelligence, and a new liquid glass design. Collectively, these enhancements constitute not just a mere boost in specs, but a deliberate repositioning that intends to promote the iPhone 17 Pro Max as a prominent competitor within the iPhone series. Unlike Android, Apple keeps an aura of secrecy around its goods until their official introduction. However, this does not prevent industry insiders, analysts, and committed Apple fans from guessing about impending launches. Occasionally, we even catch peeks of dummy units of unreleased iPhones, offering a fuller image of the handset's appearance and functionalities. Based on the latest speculations and leaks, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is rumored to sport a beautiful 6.9-inch Super Retina XDR display, coupled with both an ambient light sensor and a proximity sensor. This flagship handset is believed to arrive with a sophisticated triple camera system, featuring a 48 megapixels main camera, a 12 megapixels telephoto lens, and a 48 megapixels ultra-wide camera. For selfies and video calls, the front-facing camera will likewise be 12 megapixels. Additionally, the iPhone 17 Pro Max will allow wireless charging, boosting its ease and utility. How much can the iPhone 17 Pro Max cost? Let me be direct. All evidence imply an anticipated price rise for the next iPhone 17 Pro Max. Although Apple has yet to formally introduce this model, Clues released during the recent Worldwide Developers Conference imply that it would come with a substantial price tag. The introduction of sophisticated AI capabilities, including the predicted 3-nanometer CPUs for the A19 Pro, is likely to push pricing upward. Apple's investment in AI technology, although increasing user experience, is not without its price. Additionally, the effect of US taxes will certainly add to the predicted price hike of new iPhones. Will these new features boost your everyday life? While we appreciate that Apple has included some features from Android into the iOS 26 release, it serves as a reminder that Apple is still working to stay pace with its competition. The introduction of the new call screening capability is a good enhancement for iPhone owners. The number of spam calls we get is astounding, and having a function that confirms the identity of the caller is crucial. However, when contrasted to Google's technique, which actively engages the caller to establish the objective of their call, Apple's solution looks to lag behind. Despite the comparatively restrained emphasis on AI during the keynote at the Worldwide Developers Conference, there is reason to hope that Apple may be on the right road. Only time will tell. The proverb "good artists copy, great artists steal" holds true in the case of iOS 26, which has incorporated numerous prominent features from Google Pixel phones. Nevertheless, these characteristics are still crucial for consumers. The new call screening feature will help decrease spam by acting on your behalf. You will be able to view a live transcription of the caller's message on your iPhone, similar to live voicemail, enabling you to make an educated choice about whether to take the call. In the meanwhile, Hold Assist has a remarkable similarity to Google's Hold for Me function, relieving the aggravation of enduring interminable hold music during phone conversations. With this novel service, you will get a notice when a representative is available to chat with you. iOS 16 just adopted these 3 major features from Android, and that's excellent news. So, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tech news and updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.